All right, everybody, welcome to the post pregame show. Of course, the doubleheader going on in Detroit with the Angels and Tigers. A pleasant Thursday afternoon to you, wherever you may be. Again, welcome to the pregame show here on Halos in the Infield. Uh, as the Halos take on the Tigers there in Detroit, the final game of this doubleheader coming up and the series. Angels looking for that double vision today, but in a good way. Uh, so yeah, if you're looking for tickets, and I know you will be, especially after the trade and whatnot, go to 714 tickets right there. There it is. It's got all the headliners, Angels baseball, of course, Gwen Stefani. You got to check out all that. Um, Looking for concert tickets as well, Angel tickets, MLB tickets. It's all right there for you. No hidden fees or surprises at checkout. 10% off when you use the code HITI. Uh, so put that in the code at checkout. You get a little discount there, which will spring a lot for your wallet for sure, or account. You also yield me in a drawing for a free Halos jersey, courtesy of Halos Infield and 714 tickets. And then you'll get 5% off future purchases in the future. Go to call or go on the website today at 714 tickets. The number 714-842-5387. Also, check out Noble L Works, of course, down the street from Angel Stadium. 1621 Sinclair Street B, uh, Anaheim, California 92806. Mention Halos in the Infield for drink specials and free parking there during Angel games. You'll want to go there. They have great local brews and tasty eats from local food trucks from the OC. So you got to check that out for sure. And then check out their Instagram page, Noble L Works, for the schedule of the food trucks and all the happenings there. It's a really, really great place. So, awesome place. And I'm sure to go back there the next homestand, and I hope you will too. Also, check out the Todd Fox post-game show after every Angels game. He'll be on tonight with the talk of the doubleheader that was is going to be today, I should say. So check that out. Also check out the Around the League show with Todd Fox and I. It'll be pretty soon when we reconvene with that. Also check out the new Heedy flagship podcast on YouTube and wherever you find your podcasts. So Podbean, Spotify, Apple, Google, and other podcast mediums. Also check out all the social media pages that Halos in the Infield is on. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, you found me here on YouTube where we're doing the show here. So the Angels improve to 53-49 with the win today over Detroit. The first game of this doubleheader. The Tigers go to 46-57 now in their standings. First game, of course, of this series was on Tuesday, and the Angels held on to get the win 7-6 in extra innings. It was a wild ball game. Wednesday, of course, came, and there was lightning and thunder and just no playing weather for the game. So that's why the postponement of that went to today's doubleheader for the first game. The standings now for both. The Angels now again, third in the AL West, now 6.5 behind Texas and 4.5 behind Houston in second place. In the wild card, the Angels are now 3.5 behind Toronto for that last wild card spot. Of course, Boston and the Yankees in front of the Angels at 1.5 and then 2.5 for the Yankees. So the Tigers now third in the Central Division there. They go to 7 games behind and 10.5 behind, in the wild card spot. So, of course, that big news came out for the trade yesterday, and it really I think put a importance to the rest of this season. And I hope there's more trades coming up. And I wonder what other trades you all think that will come up for the Angels. As of course, the big news last night, Lucas Giolito will come over from the White Sox, as well as Renato Lopez. You know, great. It's a good trade for what possibly can happen. The issue that I had with it, of course, was Edgar Ghetto going in the trade to the White Sox, the number 2 prospect with the Angels, and then Kai Bush, the number 3 prospect, the left-hander. He was on the track to make it to the majors either this year or next year, but injuries have derailed that. But he was a third ranked prospect in the Angels organization. Now, both of those young players and a lot of backing for them will be with the White Sox now. Giolito coming over with his record at 3-3, and I believe he will be pitching tomorrow. He'll be wearing number 24 now. His record 6-6, excuse me, with a 3.79 ERA. So he'll be starting, I believe, tomorrow in Toronto after this game. Nickname, by the way, Bigfoot. I did not know that. So let's have a quick recap of today's game that just concluded. The second game of this doubleheader will come up in about half an hour or so. I'm waiting for the lineups, and hopefully they'll be out very soon while we're talking, or while I'm talking. Feel free to comment whatever you like in the chat here. So let's go to today's game. So Trey Cabbage had a scoring fly ball to make it 1-0 in the top of the second. In the top of the fourth, Trey Cabbage singled in Moustakas and Renfroe to make it 3-0. Then in the top of the sixth, Taylor Ward homered to left field, a 2-run shot to make it 5-0. And then Ward again homered, this time to right center. So he went opposite ways today, made a solo shot to make it 6-0, and that was enough for Shohei Ohtani. And was it enough? Oh boy. So let's get to his numbers. Shohei Ohtani, yes, he was 0-5 at the plate, but it seems like the importance was on the mound for Shohei today, and it certainly certainly showed. I mean, Shohei threw 9 innings of work, 1 complete game shutout, his first of his career. 1 hit, again, 3 walks and 8 strikeouts. His ERA goes down to 3.43 now. I was trying to find the pitches for him, but I know it was well over 110. Just an amazing performance by Shohei Ohtani. Something you wondered what would happen. Also, Renfroe had a couple of doubles. He needed that. Moniak had a single or a double as well. So that was great to see. Cabbage drove in 3. Ward as well drove in 3. It was great seeing Trey Cabbage get the opportunity to start and play today. That was really good. The team only left 5 on base, and that's such an improvement from the double digits that they can do on the regular. So that was really good. Yeah, Shohei Ohtani, picket fences, 111 pitches, 71 for strikeouts. That's pretty good. For the Detroit Tigers, Michael Lorenzen started, the former Angel from last year. He had 88 pitches. Let's see. He went 5 innings with 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. And then Log came in for 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, but 5 strikeouts, and the 2 home runs given up to Taylor Ward. So that's really good to see. Short had the error for Detroit, and Michael Lorenzen had a second career overall pickoff on Squid at first base, by the way. So that was a little disheartening. The one hit that Detroit had was Carpenter, the designated hitter. So that was a tremendous performance by Shohei Ohtani. Again, much needed. Really can't say much else from that. So that was game one, and he'll be in the lineup for sure as a designated hitter. The emphasis now on hitting, and it's a tough task for Shohei Ohtani to do now. So we'll see how he does with that. I mean, after going 0-5, you feel a little bad about that. But when you pitch so well, uh, you have to admire that. That's for sure. All right, so yeah, Shohei Ohtani again with the win. Complete game, one hitter. Just amazing. 6-0 Angels take the first game of this doubleheader today. Some news coming in as we're talking. Shout out to Dominic for saying this. Tucker Davidson has been DFA'd, so room will be made for whomever else will come up. And that was a move that I think we thought would happen, but not DFA'd, but maybe sent down. But with Tucker Davidson, the long relief pitcher, tried him as a starter the last year, but didn't really work out for him. So let's get to the second game of the doubleheader. Let's get to the let's see right here. Okay. Let's get to the starting pitchers before I can find the lineup for the second game. The Tigers have theirs out, but maybe by the time we're all done with chatting, the Angels will have their lineup out. Yeah, let's hope for that. Anyway, the starter for the second game will be Patrick Sandoval, the left-hander. He's 5-7 this year with a 4.16 ERA, 93 innings pitched, 43 earned runs, given 92 hits, 77 strikeouts, 39 walks, 7 home runs, and this will be his 18th start today. His last start was against the New York Yankees on 7/18, so that was that Tuesday night. He got the win. He went 7 1/3 innings. He was really, really good. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He was really dominant. Something we didn't really see this season. I mean, we saw it in WBC, but not with the Angels. But we saw it a couple of years ago and last year. We were hoping to get that from Patrick, but did not this season until pretty much his last start last week. This will be his 4th career start against the Tigers. He's 2-0 overall. So that's interesting to note. His pitch is 93 miles per hour, forcing fastball, 86 miles per hour on the slider, 76 on the curveball, and an 83 on the changeup. And he's using the slider really well. The curve he's mixing up, but the fastball's there as well. Hopefully get that change going a little more. I did notice, too, with Shohei Ohtani today that he was really revving up the fastball. It was going up to 97. It was just one of those things that if it was working for you, if you're facing a depleted Tiger lineup, without Miguel Cabrera in the first game here, keep going with it. And Shohei definitely did that, dominating. For the Detroit Tigers, the second game here of the doubleheader, their starter will be Matt Manning, the right-hander, 6'6". He's 25 years of age. He was born up in Sacramento in 1998. He was drafted in the first round in 2016, 9th overall out of Sheldon High School up there in our state. And he made his major league debut back on, June 17th of 2021. He's 3-1 this year with 3.19 ERA, 36 2/3 innings pitched, 25 hits given up, 25 strikeouts, 13 earned runs, 12 walks, 4 home runs given up, and this will be his 8th start. So he's only beginning this season. His last start against San Diego on last Saturday was a no decision. Went 2 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. So he's hit or miss for sure. He has an 0-3 record against the Angels in his career. 1 loss in 22, and then 2 losses back in 2021 that I was able to find out. His pitch is 93 miles per hour fastball, 82 on the slider. Let's go with the 80 on the curveball and then 88 on the changeup. And what I noticed about his changeup, and he rarely uses it, so if he does lay off of it, you just gotta lay off of it, the changeup. You can't go after it if you're the Angel batters, and they're usually in on right-handers. So that's something to look out for Manning. The curveball is pretty much in the zone. If you wait on it, you could do some damage. The slider, it's kind of out toward the left-handed batter portion of the zone. So I guess don't go chasing that. And then the fastball is kind of middle and a little bit down. So if you can catch up to that, maybe you could do some damage as well. Like I mentioned this year, 4 home runs and 36 innings and 2/3 of work. So 25 strikeouts and 12 walks. That strikeout to walk ratio that can be taken care of if hopefully you can get that done. 90 miles per hour in the exit velocity this season. That's a little down from years before for Manning. So check that out. Great extension, but he doesn't have much of a chase rate. His curve spin is not that well. Fastball spin isn't that well either. The whiff percentage isn't there. And the exit velocity is one thing the Angels could really, really do well against Manning if that can be the case. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. So I mentioned, his what exit, his walking will be something there. All right. So let's get to game 2. The possible starting lineups. That changed on me. Okay. I know Miguel Cabrera will be in this lineup for the Detroit Tigers. All right, here we go. So the lineups are in. So let's go with Zach Neto at shortstop. He'll be making his return. We thought, of course, it was going to be yesterday or Monday, or I'm sorry, Tuesday, but that did not happen. And maybe Phil was keeping Neto away to not hurt himself. Who knows? Really, the case of that. But Neto will be leading off at shortstop for the Angels. Shohei Ohtani, of course, pitching the complete game 1 hitter will be the designated hitter batting second. Batting third will be Mickey Moniak, the center fielder. And then batting fourth will be Taylor Ward out in left field with 2 home runs in the first game. Mike Moustakas will be the third baseman, batting fifth. And then batting sixth will be Matt Thaiss, catching. Wallach had the first game catching. Batting seventh is Hunter Renfroe in right field. Batting eighth is Eduardo Escobar at first base. And then batting ninth will be Rengifo at second base. For the Detroit Tigers, Verling will be their center fielder to lead off for the Tigers. And then, let's see, at second base, Matt Verling, his name. At second base, batting second will be Andy Ibanez. For the Tigers, batting third will be the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. He's their big prospect that came up, I believe, just a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. Kerry Carpenter will bat fourth, the right fielder. Then batting fifth will be Javier Baez, the shortstop for the Tigers, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be the catcher, Rogers. His name, of course, is Jake Rogers. Batting seventh is Miguel Cabrera, the designated hitter. Then batting eighth will be Zach McKinstry, the left fielder. Then batting ninth will be the third baseman rounding out the lineup, Zach Short, who made an error in the first game. So let's give you some numbers. Or no, okay. I can give you, okay, let's see. Not really good averages in the Detroit lineup, and that certainly showed against Shohei today in game one. So, all right, I think we'll get out of here. The first game or the second game is coming up very soon. Give a shout out, of course, to everybody who's watched today. Keys to the game: get to the bullpen of this Detroit team. Get to Manning again. Lay off his changeup, but go after and wait for the curve. I think that's the key for the Angels batter. And then whatever worked for Sandoval last week, do again. Literally, whatever you did before, do again. The schedule, of course, after this doubleheader, 3 in Toronto for the weekend starting tomorrow. That'll be on Apple TV Plus. Saturday at 12:07. Friday night, by the way, at 4 o'clock. And then Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on Peacock app will be the Blue Jays and the Angels, the final game of that 3-game series. Then the Angels will complete July in Atlanta for 3, going into August. And then the Angels will be back home against Seattle and San Francisco to start the homestand, the first homestand of August. And August will be a really tough schedule. I mean, it's all tough, but maybe the Angels will make another move. We'll see what happens with that. If they make another move, what will it be? I wonder what everyone thinks out there. Let's get to some real quick comments, and we'll get out to the second game. Catch, of course, on Bally Sports West. And Drizzle's saying, light that baby up. What a game for show. Yeah, that was amazing. His one hitter, complete game shutout. Ryan mentioning this one hit complete game by Ohtani is a middle finger toward ESPN and their other media outlets obsessed with the Ohtani trade. I mean, that was every day. Every rumor that came out, it's like it feels good that hey, he's gonna be here for the rest of this season. Win it all costs right now. Make the moves to make it happen. R. Martinez saying Angels going undefeated the rest of the way. Yeah. Then we're gonna go to North Carolina. Then we're gonna go to Montana. Then we're gonna go to Iowa and Arizona and South Dakota. Yeah. Yeah. I missed that Howard Dean soundbite. R. Martinez as well saying, great point, Ryan. I'm glad he had this performance. Eric saying, hey, y'all. Out to you up there in Seattle. Ryan also saying, by the way, what's the update regarding a trade for the Nationals Candelero? Is it still on? There's nothing new that has came out yet about Candelero. We know of one move that was made, or transactions here before Game 2 of the doubleheader. Renato Lopez is reported to the active roster. And then Zach Weiss will be the 27th man for the doubleheader. So you get that extra doubleheader guy for your roster. So those are the transactions right now. The news on Candelero, there really isn't anything new. I know he's out there for sure. Carlos Santana, by the way, was traded from the Pirates to the Brewers just about an hour ago. So that's really the only news there. I really like his clutch performances. He's really good with that. So it's really good to see um, him still do well. Candelaria. That was Candelario. Yeah, Candelario. And yeah, all the news is just what we heard from yesterday. The Angels have discussed a trade with the Nationals about Candelero, in addition to their move with the White Sox. So that's all we've known um, just of right now. But you would think that maybe pretty soon, maybe something will happen. Uh, Either him or somebody else. Efren saying, when are Ohapi, Dre, and Trout set to return? Any chance we get them in that tough month of a schedule? I'll tell you what. I think from what I remember, Trout was going to be sometime late this month. I want, or in August. Drury should be for that homestand for sure. Uh, but maybe in the Atlanta series, Ohapi, I wouldn't rush him back this season, but we did see him catching in the last homestand out, on the field, um, in just practice. But I want to rush him back. I know he wants to play, but those are one of those injuries that you don't want to rush back. That's what I think. So I don't know if he'll come back. If he does, it'll be sometime in September, maybe middle September. That's what I think. Eric Wall's channeling his Harry Doyle, saying, "That's all we got? One goddamn hit? You can't say goddamn on the air. It's okay. No one's listening." Channeling what the Tigers and their fans felt in game one of that doubleheader. And then shout out to you, the sloth that is on that picture, saying, to be honest, Ward and Moniak are so good after Ohtani. Trout could be worse. And it shows how much this team can do um, without Trout. I mean, they're doing pretty well. Um, you have to have Trout in there, though, unless you trade him. But he's doing very well. Or the team is doing very well, even though Trout is not there. Again, the Angels now in their last 10 or what? Yeah, and they're 8-2. They've won 3 straight. Trying to go for 4 here. The second game will be coming up very soon. They're warming up. Manning again going for the Tigers, the right-hander, and then Sandoval will be going for the Angels, the left-hander, trying to duplicate the start he had last week against the New York Yankees. By the way, quick schedule or scores updates, and it's a really small schedule today. The Mets are hosting the Nationals at 4:10. The Cubs and Cardinals in St. Louis at 4:45, and then the Guardians at the White Sox at 5:10. That's it, other from the doubleheader with the Angels. The sloth in that picture mentions the issue is Trout struggles with runners in scoring position. That's not really true. It seems like he can't catch up to the high fastballs anymore like he used to, and it's unfortunate. That's for sure. All right, let's get out of here. Watch the second game, and then come back and watch the post game show with Todd Fox, whenever that may be. And we'll see you on there. I'll be in the comments. Everyone, check that out. And then again, check out the weekend series against Toronto. And then the trade deadline will come, and we'll see what other moves the Angels make, and we'll get out of here with that. Thank you for everybody who commented in the chat, everybody who watched. We'll see you next time on the Halos in the Infield pregame show. Take care, everyone, and go Halos.